Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2 CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. It's week 98, and this is what our diggers have dug up for today. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply head on over to the Patreon page linked in the video description. Now without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have a team dig from Sean Wren and Brendan of RetroSwim. WINGAMES /puzzle1 /BRAKTHRU. Probably some kind of Arkanoid clone if I'd have to guess, although probably more like a Breakout clone. I don't know, let's see. BRAKTHRU, Herbie Derby Productions. Program is Shareware for full Visual Basic source code and latest version. Send $10 to Chris Nokelberg? I'm guessing that's it. From California. And that is a very, very tiny window. I'm going to guess that doesn't get any bigger, especially since they didn't put a maximize button in. Which, you know, that's the thing. It's literally one setting. It's not even a code. It's just one setting that gets rid of these buttons. So, well, in Visual Basic anyways, if you're doing it in C, then yes, it is one line of code to make these buttons disappear or appear, but still. When a game doesn't support maximizing, the button shouldn't be there. Anywho, skill level. We got ball speed, which goes between slow and fast, and we got paddle size, which goes between small and large. Oh, it's actually showing us an example of how big the paddle will be. Interesting. You know, looking at this now, I got a funny feeling this is a 3D Breakout game. Computer control. I guess if you don't want to play it yourself. Oh, and it's just using the ding sound for the... So yeah, basic 3D Breakout game from the looks of it. Although it's very difficult to tell where the ball is spatially, because there's no shadows on the walls. So these kinds of games aren't very common to begin with. But yeah, I just lost the ball there. I didn't even realize it was too close to the paddle. When you're doing a game like this, you need to have shadows on the walls to indicate where the ball is spatially. Otherwise, you don't really have a good indication because you don't have a feel for how big the ball actually is. Like, you could get used to it, but... ball's going back and forth so much right now, it's actually taking a while to get to the paddle. See, I couldn't tell that it was going that high. That was a miss? That totally hit the paddle. Okay, so what that's telling me, because of how that missed, the center... I'm freeze-framing that because that apparently counted as a miss. That was so inside the paddle. So yeah, BRAKTHRU by Herbie Derby Productions. For a $10 Visual Basic game, no. It needs to have more... This needs to have more to it, and it needs to be less broken, because if the paddle can't hit the ball properly, again, freeze frame. The ball clearly hit that, and yet the game just suddenly ended. So yeah, get your collision detection right, then maybe I'll consider it, but yeah. Next up, Scott Percival's dug up DOSGAMES /arcade2 /lamer. I think I know what this is going to be. And the irony is that I wouldn't have known if not for a video that Clint of Lazy Game Reviews did, not too recently, but recently enough. Yeah, this looks like what I think it's going to be. So, I haven't actually played this before, so this will be an interesting experience all the same. Lamers.exe. Cocktail presents. Yep, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. So this is kind of a Lemmings clone. Kind of. We go to the instructions here. The object of the game is to prevent the lamers from reaching the computer. If enough of them reach it, they will destroy it and you lose. You have several weapons you can stop them with. Machine guns, bombs, mines, and just regular guns. So, yeah, this is kind of like reverse Lemmings, where the goal is to prevent the Lemmings from getting to their destination, or in this case, the Lamers. So, start at level 1, number of Lamers 15, Lamers needed 5. The Forest Massacre. Oh, this is going way too fast, actually. Or maybe not too fast. I am going to slow the cycles down, though. Okay, this makes a little more sense. So, you lost this level, better luck next time. Okay, press the left button to retry. Okay, so let's set a mine. Yeah, so this is basically, yeah, this is as basic as it looks. The whole idea is to just kill everything. Iraq Baghdad is the next level code? Okay. Hussein's Revenge. Why does the gun sound like... That's the kind of sound effect you would hear if the gun was, like, missing. Okay, that's the second level down. Aquafresh is the third level code? What is with these passwords? So yeah, there really is nothing more to this other than just killing everything. So yeah, even though I've never played this before, this is actually really boring. Sort of. So yeah, you're pretty much seeing everything there is to this. Just kill all the Lemmings knockoffs and there you go. Game over. Oh, one of them got in. That's still one anyways. I'm actually kind of speechless just from how very basic this is. There is literally nothing to this other than just killing everyone. So I guess we'll call it here, because... yeah, it's just a bunch of... It's just a bunch of levels and killing the Lamers. Although, I guess this one, floor is invisible, so that makes it kind of interesting, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, you guys have basically seen everything this game has to offer. And to finish things off today, Foonturings dug up DOSGAMES /KIDGAMES /DRESSMUP. Probably some kind of dress-up game for kids. Oh, that's a lot of files. So we got a lot of DWG files. I'm guessing those are probably going to be graphics. There's a BAT file, an EXE file. There is a doc file. What if I do dir dressup.that? Okay, so that is a large batch file. What the heck is it possibly doing? Also a large doc file. Let's actually type the batch file quickly. Huh. Just judging from the way this is presenting itself, I'm guessing this might actually be commercial software. But then why would anybody wears a children's program? I guess there's only one way to find out. Welcome to Dress Me Up by Christopher G. Gunn. The sound is kind of annoying, but I'm gonna leave it on just because of that fact. Just to gauge an idea of where this is gonna go. Okay, so our controls here are close, open doors, get out, put away, be an artist. Okay, so this isn't commercial software, at least not from store shelves. But let's see here. So purses, jackets, blouses, skirts. Let's close the other door first. Okay. Slacks, shoes, hose, like pantyhose, hats, coats, shirts. Why was that, that was a weird color over there. Sweaters, pants, socks, and shoes. Why are there two sets of shoes? Okay, so let's get one of these animals, I guess. Can we? No? Get out? Must point to a door shelf. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, there we go. You have to right-click the animal to put it down. And it looks like you can have 2 of them out at a time, so let's get the bunny down as well. That is a... What is wrong with that bunny? Look at that! That bunny... That is the stare of a bunny that's seen some stuff, man. And look at that grin, it's like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. Oh jeez. Freaky. And you know what? The squirrel's not faring much better. The squirrel looks like he's tripping balls. Let's try some of these other ones here. Can we put them away? Oh, come on. Let me put them away. I want to see the other ones. Or maybe I just select them. No, it won't let me select them now. Oh, wait. You right-click the empty slot. Okay, so let's see the dog. The dog the dog is high as well, just like the skunk, but high in that sort of, dude kind of way, instead of the totally tripping way. Now let's see the dragon. The dragon's like, oh, what's wrong with these guys? Why am I even here? Who made me like this? Huh? Oh, I honestly went into this thinking this was going to be terrible, and then this shows up. And it's like, this right here makes this worth it. Okay, so let's get the scroll back out again. Now let's see if we can dress these things up. These monstrosities. Let's not give them a purse. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. I think I just noticed something. Let me, put the bunny away. They are different. I just noticed, because something that occurred to me, we've got pantyhose and shoes over here, but socks and shoes over here. These are male plushies, and these are female plushies. And you can look at the rabbit. The one over here has, big hips from the looks of it. I'm almost afraid to bring them out again. So here was the male rabbit that's seen some stuff in his life. The female rabbit's like, I don't know what she's like, but she definitely looks like she's more sane than this one. Okay, let's do the teddy bears. Or no, wait, they're dogs, right. Hey, yeah, wait a minute. If these are supposed to be plushies, why is there no bear? We have rabbit, squirrel, dog, and dragon. If you're doing a game like this, wouldn't it make sense to have a bear in there? I don't know. Either way, they both look pretty similar. But let's do the dragon again. So we've already seen the male dragon, who's scared of life, and the female dragon is, actually almost the same. Okay, so now that we understand what's going on with there, let's take out the terrifying bunny, and we'll do the scroll again. Go back to where we were to start. Okay, let's actually play this thing properly now, so... Got jackets, blouses. I guess we can put a blouse on her. Please choose another. What? Can I not put the blouse on the squirrel? Okay. Can I put a skirt on the squirrel? No? What can I put on the squirrel then? Okay, let's try doing the rabbit first then. Can we give it a coat? No? Why is this not doing anything? Okay, there it goes. Okay, so there's actually like different designs for it as well. Weird. Okay, so best I can figure out... Oh, right, I got a coat. Best I can figure out, because I was looking through all these coats here. I tried every single one of them, and only the first one and the second one works. All the rest don't. So let's see if that actually has to do with the specific animal. No. So I'm guessing this is probably a Shareware limitation. So this might actually be a Shareware version then. Because it seems like only the first two selections work for anything. Hey, wait, why did that hat go on her? Okay, so now that we know that, we can actually make some selections here. Wait a minute. The socks went over the shoes? What? So I guess that the way this works is it actually draws things in the order you put them on. Yeah, so if you want the socks over the shoes, you can do that. That's kind of weird. Okay, so if I put a shirt on this bunny, is it going to actually show up over this jacket now? Yep. Because that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I selected the coat here, but take a look at what happened. It did the line art for it fine, but then it didn't fill it in. So it's kind of, like, look, you can actually see, or maybe you can't, but yeah, it's filled in the line art for this, but then you can't, they clearly tried to do a flood fill that failed because of the fact that, yeah, probably like tried to do a flood fill on like a pixel somewhere or something. I really don't like the fact that there's a massive delay every time you make a mistake. Because it is very particular about this. And here are my two dressed up abominations. Yeah, I get the feeling there's not much more to this. Although there is this command down here called Be an Artist. I wonder what happens if we press the A key. We get a paint box. Border not found? Huh? Okay, so if I right click, I get the different colors. So let's do a little red here. It still says border not found. Okay, that's weird. The right click is like an eyedropper tool. Oh, I get why it's saying border not found. It's trying to do a flood fill. And it's failing to do the flood fill because it's something? Yeah, this program has some issues. Like, I mean, aside from the obvious. Oh. I didn't mean to do that, but that just happened. Can we make his face red? Oh, jeez. Can we give him red eyes? We totally can. This bunny's gonna be possessed by the devil when we're done with it. Whoops. I think the flood fill just, screwed up a bit. Well, this is taking a while. Fast forward! Because I can do that with DOSBox. What is going on? Yeah, I'm gonna say we're finished painting. And now everything's broken again. I don't even remember which door was open. Okay, so I have it in a semi-working state again. I think that's enough of this program. It's interesting. It's definitely a little too, how do I put it? It's a little too user-unfriendly for a kid's program. Because here's the thing, it's constantly giving you error messages. Like, you open this, you click here, it's like, you must close other door first. And then you go to click and you miss it. It's like, you must point to door on shelf. And it stops your mouse cursor when that happens. So it doesn't really give you an opportunity to continue playing, in a sense. And there's differences between left-clicking and right-clicking. If I right-click right now, it'll still say you must point to a door or shelf if you don't. But if you do, nothing happens. And then if you open one, you try to click on a sweater, whoops, that doesn't work, so now you gotta right-click. But if you click on one that's not available, it says, please choose another. And it doesn't make it clear which ones you can select and which ones you can't, even though it's actually just the first two for each one of them. So it's almost like this is a program intended for adults, because a child's never going to really understand why that's happening. Like, maybe if instead of saying, please choose another, it said registered version only or something like that. In fact, I'm going to go take a quick look at the doc file just to see if this is, like, registered or not. Okay, get this. So, first of all, the registration fee for this program is $25. I am not even kidding. $25 to register the program. And on top of that, there's 4 additional outfits sets you can purchase on top of that for $5 each. So you can literally spend $45 on this program. I think I need to reiterate that. $45 for this. I don't even... Okay. Let's be real for a second here. This program isn't bad. It's got some issues, but ultimately what it's trying to do is present itself as a program where a child can go in and dress up a character however they want. That in and of itself isn't bad. The way it's been handled, like programmatically, does need a lot of work because it's kind of confusing switching between left and right mouse buttons. A child young enough to be entertained by this isn't necessarily going to understand those nuances. And then on top of that, the bunny looks like that. I mean, that's going to freak out like any child. Well, maybe. I don't know. But again, $45. That is way too much given how little this program actually does.